8.3 day 2, by now we can multiply a monomial by a polynomial and also a binomial by a binomial. So you should put me on pause and do these two problems and then come back. All right, on the top one, you should get 9x to the 7th, y to the 4th, plus 12x to the 2nd, y to the 6th, plus 9x to the 2nd, y to the 4th. And since the exponents are different on all three monomial parts, we can't combine anything. On the second one, you could do this either box method or by FOILing. You should get 6x squared minus 13x minus 26 after you combine your like terms. So let's just simplify this one. Again, we're just going to FOIL, so I take 2x times 3x squared, and you get 6x to the 3rd. 2x times x is plus 2x squared. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. And then negative 7 times 3x squared is negative 21x squared. Minus 7x, and then negative times the negative, so plus 35. And we do have some like terms here. So I don't have any other x to the 3rds, but we want to write them in standard form, so I always start with the highest exponent. I do have multiple x to the 2nds. Here's 2x to the 2nd, and there's negative 21x to the 2nd. So I have negative 19x to the 2nd. And then I have some x's, negative 10x there, negative 7x there. So combining them, minus 17x. And then plus 35. So 6x to the 3rd minus 19x squared minus 17x plus 35 is your result after you multiply that out. All right, here's another one. I tend to like to write it with the shorter one in front because I think this is faster. Just like when I multiply like 21 times 6, I would do it this way versus 6 times 21. So it's just a preference. You can do it whichever way you want. I'm going to cross this one out. And let's see, when I distribute this x, I get x times 2x squared, which is 2x to the 3rd. X times negative 3x, so minus 3x squared. X times 1, so plus 1x, or plus x. And then we get negative 3 times 2, which is negative 6x squared. Negative 3 times negative 3x, so negative 9, positive 9x. And negative 3 times 1 is minus 3. And when I combine my like terms, I look my highest exponents, 2x to the 3rd. I don't have anything to combine with it, so it just stays 2x to the 3rd. Here's my x to the 2nds. I have negative 3x to the 2nd, negative 6x to the 2nd, so I have minus 9x to the 2nd. I do have some x's, more than one set. I have 1 there and 9 there, so plus 10x. And minus 3, I have nothing to combine with that, so that would be my simplified answer. All right, put me on pause and you go ahead and try this one. And I believe you should get x to the 3rd plus 5x squared plus 2x minus 8. All right, the dimensions of a rectangular prism are n plus 7, and n plus 8. Use the formula volume equals length times width times height to rewrite a polynomial in standard form for the volume of the prism. Let's look at a rectangular prism. So that would be so we said the dimensions are n, and then n plus 7, and n plus 8. And we're supposed to just multiply. Volume is area of the base times the height. And this has a rectangular base, so let's do area of the base would be n plus 7 times n plus 8. And then we'll have to multiply it by n. I personally start by just doing one multiplication fact. So we can multiply n plus 7 times n plus 8. So if I do that, I get n squared plus 8n plus 7n plus 56. Look for my like terms. Again, there's like terms in the middle, so I would have n squared plus 15n plus 56. And that's the area of the base. And now I have to multiply by the height, which was n. And so I'll distribute that n to everything, and I would end up with n to the third plus 15n squared plus 56n. And that will be all for this lesson.